see.
We're good.
Okay. All right. So a couple of years ago, I started playing with local AI because I just wanted to learn how to do it myself. This is going to be a technology that stuck around. I wanted to do it myself. I wanted to understand it. And I didn't want to have to rely on third parties. And a lot of my technology stacks at home kind of revolve around that concept. Technology independence as so far as I'm able to do it. I also, once I started doing that, I also wanted to share what I discovered and created with friends. And because I thought that would be, hey, that'd be really cool if I could just actually show people some of the stuff I actually am capable of doing. Because I don't really have a lot of visible or high visibility projects. So I created MuseBot, which is a generative AI bot for Discord, where all my friends and I hang out. And it started as just a fork of an existing project that worked with large language models in Discord. And then I was like, okay, well, now I want to do images too. And then I was wondering, well, how many types of media can I make it do? So today, MuseBot can act as a chatbot, image generator, music generator, video generator, and it has some cool image-to-image extensions that just works through a plugin system I developed. There's a lot to show, and I really wish I could. Oh, yeah, this is just the settings file from MuseBot, which is an env file. I have a documentation page that actually might be better at showing this. And I will also zoom in on this. MuseBot, you decide if you want it to be a chatbot or produce media, and then it determines what type of media it can do based on the ComfyUI workflows and its configuration directory. And if you're not familiar with ComfyUI, it is a node-based editor for generating media. It can also do some LLM stuff. But all these nodes together, you get a picture of the ocean, which is what I asked for. You can export these from ComfyUI as an API JSON workflow. And with MuseBot, you actually get there's an extension to the ComfyUI workflow where you provide some default parameters that it will actually inject into the workflows using mustache templates. So I have some example media I've produced with MuseBot just to give you an idea of what it's capable of. There's a wallpaper bot, which generates 1080p wallpapers, which can be upscaled to 4K. These are just some of the examples of what I've been able to create with MuseBot.
What types of prompts are you using?
So you can do your own prompt. And it's been a 2-year project, so the prompts are all over the place. But there's also an LLM assistance prompt button that you can click to have it help you out. And just by throwing a lot of detail at these image generation models, that tends to help them out a little bit.
Something else that I like to do on the server is I'll put in a prompt to get an image, and then you can export the JSON, and then you can fine-tune it, and then send the JSON back.
Do it yourself.
And then, do it yourself.
Yep, more parameters available that way. Is there sound up here?
Try.
We can try? All right.
Give me the first.
Oh, all right. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit on this one so we're not here too long. Music output. This is ASTUP 1.5 XL, which just was released last week. So yeah, album art's also generated on the server.
Are we birds? Fish? I don't even know.
Software development, same thing, different bricks.
Yeah. So you can actually join the Discord instance and play with MuseBot yourself if you want to. That's the QR code to join that. I'm also going to show you what MuseBot looks like live. I've got my friend helping me out with some demos. I'm going to give everybody a moment to capture that if they wanted to. All right. And then, let's show you what MuseBot looks like. So these are some of the image generation things. Now this is at an at-home AI server. It's all local hardware. So if you do play with MuseBot, be patient. You are queued. I think probably one of the most interesting aspects of MuseBot is the internal task queue system that I wrote. I didn't want to use something external because I wanted to keep it single binary as much as possible. So there's a task queue with multiple channels. Tasks in separate channels can run in parallel. Tasks in the same channel have to be awaited by each other. MuseBot can run in parallel or serial mode. Parallel, it can utilize separate discrete graphics cards across ComfyUI and Ollama, which is the LLM backend. Or there's serial mode where all tasks have to await each other unless they're a child task. Any questions?
What kind of hardware is this running on?
So I have, so my friend over there actually donated the original hardware, but today it is a Ryzen 7 2700X, 64 gigs of DDR4 memory, an RTX 3060 with 12 gigs of VRAM, and an RTX 5060 Ti with 16 gigs of VRAM suspended from the top of the case with zip ties because I ran out of room.
He's got photos.
Yes.
I'm curious how long like things like audio and then video generation are taking on your system now. What you're going to do in the future.
So SDXL-based image models run in about 30 seconds. Flux-based image models take about a minute. I have, there's a bot called Goliath, which uses Quinn Image and Flux 2.0. That takes, I think I've got that down to around 4 or 5 minutes. Video generation used to take over an hour, but with newer models and better hardware, I've got that down to 5 minutes, and that also now includes audio, as you saw earlier. And that's for it's about 1 minute per second of video. All right. If there are no other questions, I will yield the floor.
On the queuing, so that's what he was talking about. Like, that's what's queuing you up when you send a message and waiting for the hardware?
Yep.
Okay. Like, are there any issues that you've seen with like the queuing or the speed in terms of like waiting and?
So I've been experimenting more with serial queuing because I would like LLMs to be able to use both GPUs, which is not the case right now. I'm still working out some kinks in the serial queuer, which also can do some really unpredictable results. I do have some code in here that will, it does flush ComfyUI memory, it does flush Ollama memory through API calls. I've noticed that can be a little inconsistent, or sometimes, because I have multiple MuseBot instances, they all each have their own queue. I'm actually debating on making it so multiple instances can be hosted by one MuseBot binary.
Can they talk to each other?
I have them so they're designed to ignore tags from each other, because I did have an endless conversation going early on in the development cycle, and I didn't want that to become a possibility.
Interesting. Well, thanks, Zackary.
Yeah.